Hello, that's far enough. Sorry, we're not entertaining travellers at the moment. The village is absolutely full up with the plague. More than our fair share, really, but not to worry. I can fill you in on all the news, latest gossip from here. Our first, most important news story is Plaguetown has a new town crier. It's me, Peg. I'm the new town crier. I'm ever so chuffed and surprised. Not surprised to be elected to the role. Obviously, I elected myself. No, I'm surprised that I am such a natural. With no training, no experience whatsoever, no one to lead the way, no orientation as it were. I just stepped right in, took it over. It turns out all you need to be a town crier is loud, check, nosy, double check, and willing to pass along rumour, innuendo and stories people mostly want to believe anyway. What could be more up my LA? Nothing. Also, if I'm honest, it's a real thrill to get out from the family business and spread me own wings a bit. Not that there's anything wrong with the family business. For generations, my family has held a very secure, honest role in this village as the urine collectors. It's a trade that will never not be needed, as so many specialities rely on urine, like tanners who cure their hides in urine to make leather, or doctors and men of learning. They use massive amounts of urine in their tests and experiments and cures. Witches can't get enough urine for their, I don't know, whatever they use it for. My point is, my family will be just fine without me. Urine sells itself. The distribution is straightforward. The procurement can be a bit of a pickle, but I'm glad it's not my problem anymore. Ooh. And I have heard, I'm not supposed to say, but I'll tell you, a nameless source informed me that testing is underway right now for using urine as a cure for the plague. Yes, some sources are extremely excited for the possibilities. As of yet, no positive results. In fact, quite the opposite. So we'll file this as a story that's still developing and move on to our second item, which is Plaguetown gets a new name. Plaguetown is the new name. We changed it from Lower Puddleston, which is a bit meh. Also, there doesn't seem to be any Upper Puddleston, so we don't even know what Lower Puddleston is actually referring to. It's a bit confusing. But Plaguetown, wow, you know what that is. That is a name that packs a punch. That is a name with vibrancy and immediacy. Plaguetown is a name you could stamp on a mug and sell to a tourist, assuming you survive the plague and your village returns to industry and market days and entertaining travellers. So I suppose that's a story that's still developing as well. Moving right along to our final item of the day, which is a public service announcement. Nosegays are now required in all public spaces. And if you have to ask what nosegay is, you're not alone. Apparently, a nosegay is a fancy way to keep strong aromas in your breathing parts to block out the bad air that wants to get in and deposit disease in the body. I think I explained that right. I don't entirely understand the reasoning. Obviously, I'm not a man of learning. I can't even read. But what I can do is be very charming as I show you how to make a nosegay for yourself with items you have lying about the oval. first, take a bit of fabric. I'm using a plain muslin kerchief. If you have something fancier lying about, well, la-di-da, go ahead and do what you will. Oh, I do have to stress, you do not want to use fabric you have purloined from the bed linens, the wardrobes, or the soft furnishings of the plaguefully deceased. I know, it's disappointing. So many of us were counting on an inheritance in soft furnishings, but you're going to have to just let all that go back to the land. Using my plain muslin, I make a little bit of a pocket in the center with just using my hands, and in there I pile in aromatics. That would be herbs like basil, like lavender, wildflowers, if you've got access, or kitchen scraps, anything with a pungent aroma like onion bits would do. Whatever you've got that's going to give you a nice strong smell. Kind of enclose the fabric around your bits and bobs, turn it over, still holding on to the contents inside. Give it a bit of a twist. Now here's where you can really make it your own. If you've got a fancy ribbon, you can tie that around there, make it pretty. If you've got a bit of twine, you could go for that rustic look. If you've got nothing at all, well, not a problem, because you're just going to be holding this all day long and holding it up to your breathing parts. Just like that. And there's your nosegay. And if carrying around some table scraps seems like a bit of an inconvenience, well, one might argue that death by plague is slightly more inconvenient. And that's the latest news from Plaguetown. Thanks for dropping by. You best be on your way. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye. Love basil.